Hello.
Hey, are you coming
Hi.
through?
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Let me.
I was like, oh, there's a weird echo, and then I realized that it's because I had unmuted your chat. Or unmuted your
OSP. Yes, this is a top secret
Oh my
black
God,
op.
this game
Don't
is so
expect any
loud.
official support.
All my levels
Sorry.
are messed up. Hi, everybody.
We're joined today by our friend Jay, Fussy Baby Bitch.
Hello.
Hi, Jay. Thanks for joining.
I'm directly off screen from farm.
Yeah, I tried to set up like a thing so that Jay's like profile pic could show up, but I procrastinated way too long, and before I knew it, there was 5 minutes before I had to start.
Let us know how Jay's volume is because we're doing this through Discord.
Yeah, I have no idea. How does Jay say something funny?
I was gonna say just put me in as like one of those like dancing mentees of like an anime girl, like a Vocaloid or something like that. I could be the little yellow haired one. I think his name's Grunt. If anyone knows anything about Vocaloids, don't correct me in the chat. How's that feel?
I think you're like. Jay's got, I think, a tiny bit quieter than. Okay.
That's just how I
The
sound.
game's too loud, I think.
Yeah.
The problem is if you try to turn the game volume down through desktop audio, then...
Okay, now Jay say something.
Sorry, I was vibing to the Metal Gear Solid music. The doot doot. The fucking doot doot. Can I swear on this stream? Is this a PG stream? I don't know how affiliate works.
Oh wait.
Wait, ask that again?
I said, can I swear on this stream? Is this a PG?
Yeah, you can say
stream?
whatever you want. I don't care.
And I was gonna say I don't know how affiliate works.
Affiliates aren't allowed to swear.
Affiliates aren't allowed to swear. I know you can't swear on YouTube. You gotta bleep it all out.
Oh, really?
Like, not like as an actual thing, but like we were like, it's some weird thing of YouTube because we were watching a horror film on there, like hosted by YouTube, and like they like just muted out all the swear words.
What the fuck? Hi everybody. Oh, sorry, I'm just like catching up with the chat. How does Jay sound now?
They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their
Hi,
demands are
Saints
not
and
met
Swords.
within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, let me.
But yeah, you're allowed to. You can say whatever.
Crazy I think I want. Nothing like.
Don't say the gamer word. Don't say. Yeah.
I was trying to think of a funny gamer word. Don't say the gamer word. Power glove. Speaking of the stupid Power Glove joke, I used because I was watching all the Nightmare on Elm Streets in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wait, is there a?
Like,
oh wait, say. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's just a Power Glove joke where it's like he like captures one of the kids and puts them in a video game, and he's playing the video game to like kill the kid, and then his friends break into the dream and they destroy the game controller. And then Freddy goes, "You forgot about the Power Glove," and then his like killer glove turns into like a Nintendo Power Glove, basically, and then he like uses that to like kill the kid.
That's like my favorite sequence in that movie.
Is that the one where the kid gets beat up by like an 8-bit version of his dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Controlled by Freddy in the video game.
Should I go through this?
Yeah.
The government refused to fulfill the demands. The terrorists started preparing for launch. To stop the launch, Snake must use the detonation code emergency override key at the underground maintenance base or destroy Metal Gear itself. Taken hostage, Snake is subjected to Ocelot's torture. If he submits, Meryl will be killed. Campbell tells Snake, who is drained from the torture, that Metal Gear is equipped with a new type of nuclear warhead. Snake waits for an opportunity to escape the cell. So Jay, you've played this game, right?
Yeah, I actually played through them all for the first time recently.
All of them, like 1 through 5.
1 through 4, I stopped at Peace Walker, and I have I still have to do Phantom Pain.
You okay?
Oh, nice.
But I got really sick of Peace Walker, and then we had someone living in our living room for like a month, so I couldn't play video games. But
Did we was that around the time that we stayed over for a few weeks?
I think so. I think it was like right after that, like right after you guys left, because that was like November, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey Grant, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi, Grant. I know everyone keeps saying that. Everyone keeps saying I should just skip Peace Walker, or specifically I should watch a YouTube Let's Play of it.
Oh yeah, you should definitely do that. You shouldn't. I wouldn't play it.
It's yeah.
Sorry, I'm skipping this because I think like we already saw that part in the last stream. I didn't want to go through it again. Hey, listening garden, and fast as cardboard.
Hello.
Oh yeah, speaking of playing it through it all with Johnny here, the shit man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I extremely love his role in Metal Gear Solid 4. It is so funny to
It's
me.
so
Just make him,
good.
like a romantic protagonist.
There are a lot of people who really hated that, like that character became such an important role in the series, like at the end. But I think it's brilliant, and
No, I think it's good. I think more games should be bold enough to just be like, hey, this poop joke character.
yeah.
You know, what if I told you that they have a soul?
Yeah, the diarrhea man. Well, he's gonna be a key person in the final plot of the game.
Let me go.
Oh, what was that? You said you have you ship Snake and Meryl.
Let me go.
Nah,
No, he's
Meryl likes the poop man.
gonna...
I love that she beats the shit out of him too, like in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the DARPA chief.
You don't hurry up and get me out of here, I'll be laying next to him.
Those bastards.
With a tummy ache.
This lock won't open with a security card. You need
Did you play the Metal Gear Solid 1 version, or did you play Twin Snakes?
The Metal Gear Solid 1 version. I played it on one of my
I
roommate's
thought you might be
PlayStations.
hungry.
Oh,
If you
okay.
need more food, I can bring some more later.
I think they have like one of the big
Also,
collections
I
or
got
something
you this
like
level
that.
6 card. It'll get you out of that torture room.
Everyone in Metal Gear is hot except Fear. Like the Fear?
What's this?
It's a handkerchief. I got it from Sniper Wolf.
Why?
I don't know why.
Or is that a different
She's nice
Fear?
to me.
Sounds like Stockholm.
Oh, thanks for the follow.
I was taking care of the dogs.
Chryso praise.
After the
I
terrorists
hope I
took
said that
over, they
right.
were planning to shoot all the dogs.
I always
Sniper
apologize
Wolf
for not
stopped me.
saying people's
She
names
even let
right.
me feed 'em when I asked. She likes dogs.
Yeah, I don't really. I guess
She
the
might be
Fear,
the
yeah.
worst. Please
A lot of the
don't
other people were hotter than the Fear for sure.
She's the one who shot
The
Meryl.
Pain, I think, was one of the hottest ones, just because he could control
That's
bees.
all I can do.
They're planning to launch a nuke. I've
Oh,
got to
yeah.
stop them.
Then you have
I
to
like
get
the
past
Fury.
communications tower.
Or is that his name?
First, you have to
Was that the jetpack guy?
Come on.
Yeah, the
Who just, like,
the cosmonaut.
You just never hear about him except when you fight him.
Give me a break. I'm no
Is that the guy who's just like screaming constantly?
Yeah, just the cosmonaut that's just on fire.
The Fury is hot.
Oh, gee.
I think Volgan's probably
See you later.
my favorite MGS3 character.
Wait, hold on. You said Volgan and it turned on Siri on my iPad.
What? Siri. Siri,
up.
stop.
Siri, stop. Shut
Siri,
up.
go away.
Stop, Siri.
Stop listening.
Okay, so now I gotta pretend I'm dead.
Siri likes Volgan too.
Italian tomato-based food condiment. Oh no, I
Is
can't.
ketchup really Italian?
Sure.
I always thought ketchup had Chinese origins.
Maybe this is Italian ketchup. It's got like a bit of oregano in it.
I love when they do that. They put like basil.
Yeah. It's chunky.
Mm.
It's got chunks of tomato.
It's got pieces of sausage in it.
You should tell Meeks all this.
Meeks is gonna come down. He's gonna just hear. He's just gonna sense that I'm shit talking Italian food. He's gonna come storming in my room.
Do I have to like hit something? I forget. Oh, there we go. Okay.
This is such a funny scene.
But it doesn't even work. I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, Peace Walker is very important to the Metal Gear Solid series, and especially the 5th plot.
He knows that it's ketchup.
Wait, does he not care?
He said, "What are you playing around with that ketchup for?"
Oh fuck.
Is he sneezing?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was. Wait, hold on. Oh, is it because he saw me? He was like here
Yeah.
when I did it.
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck. What
I
do
think-
what do I do now?
We can crawl under the bed, right?
Look,
When he's not looking. When he's not looking at you.
look, I'm dead.
Because then he doesn't know where you are.
You died and despawned.
Snake, it shows
Oh
up.
no! All right, I gotta do it.
Well, you survived torture once. You can survive it.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Seabag Simmons. I hope you're having a good day.
I'll tell you once more. Press the circle button repeatedly to regain your...
Imagine you get like taken to a black site, and the first thing he says to you is press the circle button repeatedly
Yeah,
to restore life when I'm torturing you.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a famous scene in Sicario 2
How did you like
when the cartel had to press 0 to
that? Shall we go again?
against the weird like CIA joint forces. I remember somebody saying that they preferred the ending where Meryl
You're
dies,
not finished
and they
yet.
think that should have been canon just because of the way like Snake acts towards the end, like being really like talking about like love blooming on the battlefield and stuff. Sorry, I'm like trying to
You're
still
trying
okay?
to not
Want me to go
get
on?
tortured death.
yeah.
Can you take one more?
Oh no.
Can you?
Is Ocelot just posting right now?
He's live streaming it actually. He's also a VTuber.
Oh fuck. No.
You're a strong man. Well, that's enough for now, I think.
That's enough for now. Anyway, please follow and subscribe.
You and
My
I can't
viewers don't
continue
like
to
your
live in a
torture.
world like this. We need tension, conflict. The world today has become too
Streamer
soft.
drama.
I would love for Kojima to have a character explain stuff like something like streaming.
So we're going to shake
People all over the world stream their faces in video games on a website for other people to see.
bravery.
They're called orbiters, Snake.
Liquid Snake is the one.
Snake, have you heard of parasocial relationships?
The man who can really make it.
Honestly, if there was another Metal Gear Solid game, there would be a character talking about parasocial relationships.
And her name would be parasocial.
Her name would be E-Girl. Like, just straight up would be
Yeah.
E-Girl.
And they would just have like really shitty like live action video, and it would just be like a really low like 144p video of like Chapo Trap House talking at like 15 frames a second.
Oh my god, speaking of e-girls, I know what my first return to Twitch stream is gonna be on my channel.
What's
It's gonna
that?
be that gamer girl FMV game.
Oh,
When does that come
yeah.
out? We all have to play it.
No, we do.
Oh, isn't it just like Gamer Girl or
Yeah,
something?
no, it's just called Gamer Girl. I don't know when it comes out though. I think this year.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, it says 2020.
Okay, I just have to hide under here, I think.
I mean, they did pull the trailer.
Yeah, they pulled it and they never reposted it, right? That was the weird thing.
Yeah, no, they just didn't put it up. I mean, it's on Xbox View TV now,
So
but
you're here to get me out.
Girl 2020 release.
Oh shit, Gray Fox.
Apparently, allegedly, according to IMDb, it released September 1st.
Oh, what?
Whoa, just That's very
PlayStation Network
soon.
release date, September 2020. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Can you shoot out like cameras?
I mean, you can't really aim up, right?
To be.
Yeah, I don't think so. You can blow them up with grenades. Oh.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Where am I? Oh, okay. I think now we have to go to B2? We have to get back to the place we were before, that long corridor where Meryl was. I don't think it's here. I think we have to go. Oh, we have to go through the nuclear area. But yeah, I still haven't watched the GDQ run yet. I haven't seen any GDQ stuff yet. Every time I tune in, I feel like I'm just watching like I'm watching a game I like extremely don't care about. And then I forget to watch all the ones that I have scheduled or that I like am actually interested in. Oh shit. The time bomb.
Says Cardboard asked favorite Metal Gear series boss.
I mean, I think maybe the end.
The end is a good fight.
That was a close one.
MGS4 final boss is probably the best, like, thematically. Just in terms of, like, presentation.
Yeah, the ending of Metal Gear Solid 4 is, like, so good and, like, definitely put a bow on the whole series. Which is kind of funny because they continue to make, like, a bunch more, but... But yeah, the end was definitely like the most interesting fight because you never see boss fights that take that long. Like it's a boss fight that doesn't have like it doesn't have any special music. It doesn't. You can go to like multiple areas while the whole thing is going.
I like the Laughing Octopus from MGS4.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about the MGS4 bosses a few times on this stream so far, but I don't know, I just really like that one. The house and stuff. Like how close quarters it is. It's like, I think it's a combination of how close quarters it is and how like just strange and unsettling of a design. Like those combined.
Yeah. In some ways, I almost like that fight better than the what's it called? The Psycho Mantis in this game. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't use
Laughing Octopus isn't the Psycho Mantis parallel.
Oh no, I know,
right?
but like I guess in terms of like oh yeah, you're right, it isn't, is it?
No, because crap, what is it called? There is one of the bosses in MGS4 is like a Psycho Mantis parallel. She's like the marionette one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mantis Girl.
But I don't really
Is that
I don't
wait,
even remember
are you
what
fucking with me?
happens in that fight.
Is it actually Mantis Girl, or are you making a joke about that one horny viewer we had the other day?
Oh man, I wish he was back. I miss him.
Okay. Because I was like, was there a boss called Mantis Girl? Wait, now I want to know what it was.
Oh,
She was
Screaming Mantis.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I just assumed it was Mantis Girl.
Because it clicked for me for a sec, but then I was like, that's not entirely right.
I do kind of like some of. I'm trying to remember. Oh wait, I think this is the wrong. I kind of like Fat Man from Metal Gear Solid 2. That's like, as much as I love that game, like there really aren't a ton of memorable boss fights, except for I guess yeah, Solidus was good. Like the very last fight was fun using a katana and fighting him. I think like the Solidus fight was just like a good way to end the game. The vamp fight is like, the vamp fight's like okay.
I actually think Metal Gear Solid 4 might have the like most boss fights that I like in a single Metal Gear Solid game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I really didn't like the flying one where you're on the roof and you're trying to shoot down those like what's it called? All the like ravens or whatever. Those like weird drone things.
Yeah, the wolf one's kind of good.
Completely different topic. I just realized, Jams, that your icon is wearing a mask and doesn't just have like a weird beak.
Doesn't have a what?
A weird beak. I thought.
Oh.
I thought your VTuber just had a beak.
Oh no. Yeah, no. My VTuber complies with, you know, CDC guidelines.
You don't want the air particles to get caught in the Twitch stream.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Jay, without too many spoilers, who's your favorite boss in the Metal Gear series?
None of the sexy ones from 4.
Dang.
Definitely
Oh
not
look.
those.
Oh shit, how could we forget the fucking last boss of MGS3? Duh. That's like one of the best fights in the game. I won't spoil it, but...
Wait, sorry, which one?
The final boss of MGS3.
Yeah. That's actually probably... Oh, the dogs like you.
Oh, they all like me
I
because I have a
just say that's
handkerchief
one of my
on.
favorite
Thanks for the tip, Loveline. I like
it's
completely forgot about that. What happens if I disable it? Oh.
They eat you.
That's funny, Jay, because while you were gone, I was just talking about how much I like the laughing octopus fight in 4.
I think I would like them more, except like every time I beat them, it's just like, oh wow, that sure was a sexy lady.
Yeah, we've talked about that, how that's like definitely the most eye-rolly thing about any Kojima game is just that whole thing.
The laughing octopus is like the one in the hospital, right?
It's the one in like I always remembered it as being in like kind of a cramped like house.
Yeah, it's I want to say it was like a makeshift hospital. Or
Yeah.
It's not a bad boss fight. It's a very weird boss fight for like a Metal Gear game, which is like enjoyable enough.
I think that's why I liked them is because there was just a lot of like variety in what you did for each of those.
Yeah. No, yeah. I can get behind that.
All right, what's the worst one? What's the worst Metal Gear?
Worst boss fight?
Yeah.
I hate when you have to fight all the Metal Gears.
At the end of 2?
Literally any time you have to fight a Metal Gear, really, but 2 definitely. I remember getting to it and being like, okay, well, I'm mad now. It's not even like a hard boss fight. I just like saw it and it made me mad.
It gets really tedious. And that boss fight is extremely hard in extreme or Euro extreme mode. It's like close. It's such a hard fight.
The Sahelanthropus fight in 5 is really good.
Snake.
I love the design of Sahelanthropus. It just has like a giant boner, and it's just like completely unashamed.
It's just a Metal Gear with a dick. A Metal Gear that fucks.
She's a soldier. She knows that prisoners are a part of war.
Yeah,
She
the
joined
Rex
up on her
vs.
own
Ray
free
fight is
will.
iconic.
I'm sure she was prepared.
Again, like that
Yeah.
game has so many memorable boss fights.
Meryl thought she had to become a soldier. Thought it was the only way. She said she thought it would bring her closer to her dead father.
She said that.
She wasn't ready for real combat.
Said
I
that
shouldn't have pushed
I'm
her so
Meryl
hard.
Brew.
It's not like you, Snake.
Master, what is it?
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I just couldn't listen anymore.
Master.
Oh, a lot of the fights
Snake,
with
you
the
can have regrets if you want to.
skulls
It's only natural. But
suck.
you can't keep
Oh
attacking
man,
yourself
my
for
favorite
things that
thing
happened
was
in
like
the
starting
past.
a mission in
Bad
Metal Gear
roads
Solid
lead to
5 and it said
madness.
like starring the skull unit, and you were just like,
It doesn't suit a
fuck.
legend like you.
yeah.
I'm sure Meryl's just fine.
Mei Ling.
Snake, forget about Meryl. Stop Liquid. That's what Meryl would want too.
You're right. Meryl would say the same thing.
Snake,
What?
Meryl, she's pretty special to you, huh?
Yes, she's special. There aren't many women like her around.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, guest starring the skulls.
She's the Colonel's niece and a combat buddy.
Did you play any
Come on.
Metal Gear Solid 5,
Police
Jay?
interrogation.
No, I just...
No, I haven't gotten to
guess
it
it's
like
in
at
the
all. I guess
genes.
also I played like a bit of Vengeance.
What are you talking about,
Or
Colonel?
Revengeance, or Rising, or whatever it's
I
called.
just remembered about
Uh-huh.
Naomi's grandfather.
But I
think
haven't played
Naomi
much,
said he rose
much
as
anything
high
else.
as assistant secretary in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes, he was Japanese, and he became a special undercover investigator to nab the mafia.
Edgar Hoover.
When was that?
Oh, sometime in the 50s, I guess.
Where?
New York, I think.
Naomi, I thought you didn't have any family.
Well, I researched it after I became an adopt. My grandfather was already dead by the time I learned about him. I never even
I
had a
like
chance to meet
Quiet
him.
Oh,
as a character, kind of.
Good luck.
watch your back, Snake.
She becomes pretty likable, like, as you play through Phantom Pain, I think. It doesn't make her not an eye-rolly character concept, but... I mean, she's definitely really good to have on your team, too. Like, she's just a really fucking good sniper, so that's cool, I
Yeah.
guess.
Honestly, like if they didn't have the explanation for her skin,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just kind of spoiled that, but I think it's fine.
well, I mean, the explanation for why she doesn't wear any clothes
Yeah.
is...
If Kojima was just like, yeah, I just wanted her in a bikini being a sniper, like, that's fine. I think this is like the huge stairs.
I always thought it was funny that gamers got really mad about Quiet, but nobody came for Fragile and Death Stranding.
Definitely
It's-
seen people be like, "Wow, a woman named Fragile."
But that was the extent of it, because
But
then
yeah, that was the extent of it.
Death Stranding came out and none of those people played it, so they didn't get to like her backstory, cutscene, and anything else to get mad about. Did they? I guess I managed to avoid a lot of the Death Stranding discourse. I mostly just saw people complaining about just thinking the game looked boring, and then also that one email that talks about how everyone's asexual now.
Oh no, it's frozen, I think.
Oh, there's an email you get. So you played Death Stranding, right, Fletcher? Like, you get a bunch of emails and stuff from people, and some of them include like just like old like research papers or like newspaper clippings people want to share with you about like interesting things about like just the state of the world and how it got to that point. And there's one.
Literally, it's just like random articles, basically.
Yeah, and there's one that's like an interview with like a therapist or something who's just like, oh yeah, like a lot of people are just like asexual now. because everyone's stressed out and people aren't thinking about reproducing. And he uses the term asexual, and people had a problem with them using that term to describe, like, just, I don't know, things that don't really accurately reflect that identity, I guess.
It's specifically a counselor.
Yeah, and but the funniest thing is it wasn't like it was Kojima being like, you know, when there's the apocalypse, no one will fuck anymore, and that, you know, that's what asexuals are like. Like, the whole thing was just like, oh, this one counselor character thought that maybe, you know, this was his explanation for, like, people's behavior recently. It was like one rando character. I don't know. What do you think?
Sorry, I'm just focused on that Scooby-Doo ass chase of me running up the stairs.
Like, I remember a friend of mine who is ace put it really well, where it's like, I wonder why a middle-aged man, a middle-aged Japanese man might be concerned about young people not having sex or reproducing.
Yeah. Or
like,
I
wonder why that might be a thing that he draws upon in his game.
Yeah, like, not even concerned about, but something he would reflect on, you know, being from a nation with declining birth rates, like, that would, I mean,
or
obviously...
It's like a literal, it's like literally seen as like a crisis in his home country.
Yeah.
There's a declining birth rate.
I just quick saved. I think this is gonna be a hard fight.
I don't know. For that, it was really just, I think, people grasping at things to get upset about with Death Stranding when there really was very little to get upset about.
I think the other thing was, like, because, like, the person who, like, first talked about it, it's that you know, that compulse online to be the first person to spot the problematic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always that person.
I'm really good at it. So, like, I don't know why people even bother trying. But it's like that thing of, like, because it's written in very Kojima language, which is to say, it's not really giving an opinion, it's just giving, like, vague lore of, like, here are what people were thinking in the world, like, leading into the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Some people, like, were posting it and, like, interpreting it as, like, Kojima was saying the rise of, like, queer identities caused the apocalypse. Which is, like, not even close to what it says in the actual document.
Yeah, I'm just really disinterested in conversations about Kojima games that are centered around, like, you know, the game does this thing, which means that Kojima thinks blank. And it's like, like, when I kind of got an argument with someone recently about the Metal Gear Solid franchise and whether or not it's, like, anti-war. And this person was arguing that Metal Gear Solid is pro-war and, like, pro-soldier because it valorizes the military and valorizes soldiers.
And there's good
because
gun
yeah, and there's, like, cool guns and weapons, and there's all these, like, cool soldier characters, and it's like, these are characters, like, broken by war, like, emotionally, mentally, just, like, flawed humans because they know nothing but war. Your takeaway from that is that that's cool? Like, I don't know, the whole conversation was really funny.
It's also funny because in that article, if I remember correctly, like, literally at the end of it, it even says, like, that it's, like, at the end of the actual article, within the game, the text of the game, the character who wrote the article says, but admittedly, I don't have any evidence to back this up. These are just my observations.
Wait, there's an article? This was just a conversation I was having with somebody
No,
recently.
I meant about the ace thing in Death
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not even like in the game it's positioned as like, this is the person's authority. It's like in the game the person who says it is like, but that's just a theory.
Yeah. There's literally, I think in our last stream too, there was even one of the codec calls where Snake says something about, like, soldiers. I forget what the quote was. But I mean, he was just being like, being a soldier sucks, essentially.
Oh yeah, just how, like,
I think he's talking to...
There's really no glamour in it.
Yeah,
like,
that was it.
If you die, you're just worm food. And
yeah. Yeah, like...
I like... Oh yeah, that was also... I think that was a conversation where Snake said all of his friends are either dead or in jail.
Yeah.
And one question I had was, who are Snake's friends that are in jail?
Yeah.
Wait, what am I supposed to do right now? I thought I was supposed to get the stinger.
Lovelane asked if you have the
Snake's
rope.
Good,
Oh,
Snake's
yeah, you
good
have the rope.
friend,
Oh, fuck.
Madame Maxwell, currently in prison.
I go this.
But yeah, it just touches on like a really annoying thing that I know like me and James and Jay have talked about, which is just like the way people consume and think about media now, just in terms of like, what is it saying to me? Like, what are the moral values I can extract from this? Is Metal Gear Solid pro-war or anti-war? This is the most important thing about the series.
Yeah.
Where when it's like you have this series that's engaging in all kinds of like insane like meditations on like the intersection between like war and technology and the information state, and that's your takeaway is just.
By the way, thank you, Lovelane, for helping me out. I forgot that there's a whole row part here.
It's the problem, like, of media criticism now being stuck way more so in like trying to figure out not like the politics of the piece itself even, but trying to figure out what the politics of the person who made the piece is based on how you decide if the game agrees with you or not, or how the text agrees with you or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's very much just like, will I be seen as smart or stupid if I like this? Will I be problematic? Will this be my problematic fave or my like morally righteous fave?
It's that problem of like people who are like all art is political and then like don't actually understand what that means.
Yeah.
Which is that all art is created
wait, how do I? Oh, there we go.
Ideology.
No, Jay, it means that the art I like represents my specific political stance. I wear it as a badge.
It means that art has chooses to have a political message in it, and so therefore I just have to unlock what the political message is. Also, Inception ending explained. What the fuck? Christopher Nolan's deepest film yet?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, analysis is either like what you guys are talking about, or it's just the game theory shit.
Yeah.
Of like arrows pointing at stuff and being like,
hidden meaning.
Hidden. I love when people talk about Easter eggs in movies. About like themes. That's my favorite shit.
Fletcher, that's the funniest thing to me about Death Stranding discourse. I guess not the discourse, but like people arguing about whether or not it's stupid. Was just like, so many people were like, Death Stranding is stupid, it doesn't make sense, what's even going on? Like, what? This is so random. And it's like, dude, the game has the most straightforward plot.
Look at these idiots.
They over-explain every aspect of it. It's really not confusing.
Imagine getting outsmarted by Death Stranding.
Yeah, I think like nerds are just so used to like space marine science fiction that they're completely illiterate in any other type of like subgenre of sci-fi.
Oh my god. Did I just die?
I have no other explanation for like gamers being that put off by Death Stranding, which is just like a kind of weird sci-fi story.
I love the Liz Warren BLM Easter egg.
What?
Oh, just
the BLM Easter egg. I thought you said the Beyond Easter egg, and I thought you meant like, wait, is the Elizabeth Warren in the Beyond? Which sounds like a video game, and so I'm assuming it's a video game.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren is in Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls.
Elizabeth Warren's Beyond Two Spirit.
I was like imagining like the really racist part in Beyond Two Souls where they go to like the native like land.
Oh god.
And they get beat up by ghosts. But Elizabeth Warren is there.
Wait, I died again?
That game was really something. That shit was not good. Do you remember?
No, that was like, remember when we were playing it and it was like almost funny and then it just like kept getting not funny?
That's the one that we first played with Jared, right?
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
We played through it over the course of like 2 days during Indiecade, I think.
Yeah.
Seeing people hyped over Detroit without knowing all of Cage's work was unbelievable. Was a lot of the hype for Detroit like from people who just weren't familiar with David Cage? That's so weird to me.
And honestly, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I do remember people being really excited about it, and I'm just like expecting, you know, just more Heavy Rain bullshit, which I'm all for, but not in the same way as they were.
Yeah.
But also, like, shit, what's that studio called?
Oh, yeah, the singer.
There was a lot of shit about, like, the like, working conditions at that studio and David Cage sucking. Which doesn't surprise me.
God, imagine, like, just losing several years of your life and to like, create a David Cage game.
Yeah. I agree, Grant. Heavy Rain is
creating a David Cage game. Period. Just...
Heavy Rain is one of my favorite bad games, though. It is really fun to play through.
I still haven't beat Indigo Prophecy.
Indigo Prophecy is good, like, in some ways. It's interesting.
Or Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe.
I remember getting to a point in Indigo Prophecy where, like, my character's depression level was so high that I got stuck in this loop where he just kept killing himself.
I know, I remember that. I've never beaten it because of that.
Yeah, it was like if you accidentally save when you have like 1 HP in a game, it was like the equivalent of that.
But yeah, it's like because there's an unskippable depression hit, but the game autosaves right before you go into that cutscene. So if you don't have enough depression, like if you don't have enough serotonin, and it's great because I remember the cutscene is the one where he goes,
Can I go down?
The cutscene ends with him going, "I'm gonna find out who killed my wife." Ends, loads in him jumping off a building. I never found out who killed my wife.
Yeah, that game's
Video game.
It's a video game.
Oh my
Better
god.
or worse, it is a video game.
Oh my god, Grant just reminded me that Willem Dafoe was in, and Fast as Cardboard. Yeah, just reminded me that Willem Dafoe was in Beyond Two Souls. Totally forgot.
What'd you see, Snake?
What's Fishing with John?
Fishing? I don't know what Fishing with John is.
Don't shoot! It's me! Don't shoot! It's me, Snake!
Otacon, how'd you get here?
It's me. Don't shoot! Don't shoot! It's me, Snake.
I'm afraid of heights.
Snake, don't shoot!
You were watching?
Yeah, I was watching. I was riding in the back of their truck. Thanks to the stealth camouflage.
How did you get up here?
The elevator, of course.
The first floor of the circular staircase was destroyed.
That's why I took the elevator.
The elevator was working?
Yeah, that's right. You're incredible. Like a movie hero or
You're
something.
incredible, Snake. Can I kiss you?
Wow, valorizing soldiers cancelled.
In the movies, the hero
Valorizing
always
bottoms.
saves the girl.
Thanks, Kojima.
You mean Meryl? Sorry. Forget I said anything. Snake, there's something I've really got.
See, this was the part I think someone said that, like, Snake gets really sentimental about Meryl at times. And, like, it in a way that would almost make sense if he didn't save Meryl.
Have you ever loved someone?
That's what you came to ask?
No, I mean, I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
I want to ask you,
Like Neil Sedaka said, even fools fall in love.
do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield?
Yeah.
There's that classic line.
I think
Classic
any
gamer
time,
line.
any place.
Gamers are always
fall in
saying
love with
this.
each other. But
If you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
Dude, Otacon has the best face in this game. Out of all the other characters, it makes me laugh every time.
I told you before, I don't want to hurt
Snake, I want to ask you, would you rather get kidnapped by Meryl or Sniper Wolf? Oh, Jay, you weren't here. I mean, you weren't here for the last stream, but I don't know if we filled you in, but like this guy like hosted my stream and followed me just to ask like questions like, would you rather get strangled by like a snake girl or a mantis girl? And like kept on asking like weird questions like that. Or
and the best part was if James didn't respond, he would copy paste the same question but pay bits to have it highlighted in the chat. So he'd be like, would you rather have sex with a slime girl or a bug girl? And then a minute later, would you rather have sex with a
Bro, I can't wait to have that experience.
And then
because I would just answer it immediately and get free catch.
No, I actually wanted to like write James a note while he was streaming and just be like, keep answering because he's giving you bits. Keep
yeah, I know, I should have.
I think train rolling.
I think he asked something like, would you rather kidnap a snake girl or a mantis girl? And I said like I would never kidnap anybody, and that's when he left.
He left, and I went to his profile and I saw he was hosting like some art streamer, so I went to their stream and he was in there asking the same questions to another streamer. Such a funny bit.
Oh, is something wrong?
Well, James, answer the question. Would you rather get kidnapped by Meryl or Sniper Wolf?
Sniper Wolf for sure. Because Sniper Wolf would like protect me, I think.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Or I guess like which would it be like Meryl and Metal Gear Solid 1 or future Metal Gear Solid? Wait, am I supposed to go up here? I don't know how you block again. Oh, I think you use a chaff grenade. You don't get shot by those.
If you get kidnapped by Meryl, she just makes you babysit Johnny all day.
Yeah, Sniper Wolf does have cute dogs too, which is a plus. Oh, look at him.
Aww. Ocelot subjects you to torture, but instead of interrogating you about your mission, he asks if you'd rather marry a werewolf girl or a vampire girl.
Is Ocelot on, like, the voice actor on Cameo?
Oh my god. Dude, how is David Hayter not on Cameo?
I'm pretty sure David Hayter's on Cameo.
Really?
Yeah. Because I've seen videos of him just saying, like, happy birthday, Scott. Jay, have you ever bought a Cameo?
No, we debated trying to buy one for a friend of ours, but when we were trying to go through Cameo, we couldn't find any because they're just crowded out now with tons of like random like Oregon Tri-County areas, like second most popular beauty queen. Like, yeah, she has a Cameo. And like that was all we could find. We couldn't find any funny celebrities that were like cheap.
Yeah, I got I got one for from Riff Raff to congratulate the guys making Burrito Galaxy. And Riff Raff just completely I wrote exactly for something for Riff Raff to say, and he just completely disregarded it and did this weird like robot impression. It was really funny. And he said something funny about video games, I forget.
The only Cameo I've bought is some friends chipped in to buy one of our friends a Cameo from the What's Popping dude. I forget his name.
Casey Frey?
Yeah, Casey Frey. Yeah, because our friend is like obsessed with that video, so.
I did not know Casey Frey was doing cameos. That rolls. I know Rachel Dolezal is doing cameo.
Wait,
What? Really?
No fucking way.
Yeah, no, here, I'll put her in the chat. Let me find it real
Oh
quick.
my god, what?
Oh my god.
You gotta buy one to have play as like an introduction to your.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say I should like make one as like the intro for my streams.
My $35 request, not bad.
That's it? $35?
Apparently, yeah.
Hi, Sophia. This is Rachel Dolezal. Fight. So keep fighting.
Sorry, I had to see what it was like. She was on an Eric Andre thing? What, like his recent special or something? James, have you seen his special on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
It wasn't that. It was the craft politics one, where he's like he does craft punk, but it was like craft punk doing like a politics special. He has her on in it, and it's a really great bit because it's literally just like it starts off like he's doing like a round table on like I think it's like race in America, and it's like two like black activists, and then the camera pulls out, and the third person there is Rachel Dolezal.
Oh my god.
Dude, I love craft punk.
What else? He gets like the dude from I want to say Focus on the Family to just do this like to just like talk about his politics, but like while he's having that going, he's just playing like you know like just fucking Eric Andre sex jokes just like over the whole screen.
Oh shit.
Oh, I guess he did multiple episodes of this. Shit, I didn't know that. Oh wait. No, this is... Yeah, it's Craft Punk's political party.
Oh no, I quick saved at a bad spot.
You indigo prophesied yourself.
Oh wait, no. Oh. Okay, I literally quick saved myself dying.
Punished landlord Hannibal. What's that from?
I like the way he walked.
Oh, because Hannibal Buress. Okay, never mind. Sorry, we just finished watching Hannibal, so I was like, what, is Hannibal a landlord?
Punished landlord.
Will, your rent is late.
I've raised your rent, Will. Does that surprise you? Wait, Jay, have you seen any Hannibal at all?
No, I really need to watch it.
It's so fucking good. Please watch it.
It is a really funny, good show.
It took me a few episodes to really get into what it was doing, because it's very like CSI and like a little cringe in the beginning, before you just succumb to the fact that they live in serial killer world and that's fine, and everybody is like just incredibly stupid. Like every single person in that show except Hannibal is like the empty heads, no thoughts meme. It's really funny.
Yeah, it's gotten popular recently because they brought it on Netflix recently.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, and also because like the director has like talked about wanting to do a season 4, because the show hasn't been on the air for a few years, and like season 3 leaves off in an area where like they could continue it, so people have been like getting excited, I guess.
I didn't know that he didn't get to finish it.
I mean, if there's no season 4, then season 3 has like a perfect ending. But they could continue it if they wanted. So it's like it's in a pretty good spot.
It does end in a really good place.
Yeah, I imagine Hannibal was very popular on Tumblr.
Oh, where are you going? These are the fights I never like in Metal Gear Solid. The weird, like, Stinger missile helicopter fights.
God, the music needs to be iconic.
Yeah.
Wait, so you said Hannibal's only 3 seasons? Maybe I'll start watching it.
Yeah, it's 39 episodes. It's not too bad.
Oh, yeah. I thought straight up because I hadn't seen much about it and because Tumblr kids liked it, I assumed it had 7 seasons.
I wish.
I also didn't know that it had ended on a cliffhanger because I thought it did really well.
I mean, it's not really a cliffhanger. It's one of those things where it's like you can interpret it either way. It can be a cliffhanger, or
it could be like a ending.
Or it can feel conclusive. Yeah, like knowing there's no season 4 yet, it felt pretty conclusive to me.
I love all the grunts from both snakes. I think I got this one. What else has Mads Mikkelsen been in recently besides Death Stranding?
I was gonna say Death Stranding. He was great in that, by the way.
He was so good in Death Stranding.
I got someone I know interested in a video game for once by showing him that Mads Mikkelsen is in it, and that he emerges out of like a soupy blackness as like a soldier smoking a cigarette.
Jay, have you ever seen that Kojima tweet that's like, everyone who's fans of Mads will be very thrilled at all the scenes I put Mads in. Mads smoking, Mads covered in oil, Mads leaning over. And like just had a bunch of different descriptions of like Mads like doing different things. I gotta find that tweet.
Mads leaning over is so good.
I don't know if that might not be one, but
have you guys seen that like set photos from Hannibal? And there's like one of Mads Mikkelsen wearing the like Hannibal like masks, you know, to like cover his mouth, but he just has like a cigarette poking out of it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So I was looking at his filmography to see what he's done recently, and skipping past all that, he was in a Star Wars movie, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, he was in Rogue One, I think.
Yeah, but he also voiced Randall Boggs in Monsters, Inc. in the Danish dub.
Excuse me? Wait, which one's Randall?
The bad guy. The slimy little...
I didn't know.
The character who looks like Mads Mikkelsen.
When are we gonna watch the what'd you say, the Dutch version?
Yeah, the Danish, yeah. The Danish dub of
Danish,
Monsters,
sorry.
Inc. has him playing Randall Boggs.
That reminds me of Patrick Stewart like playing as Poop in the Emoji Movie.
Imagine if he like died. Like imagine if he died after doing that.
His final role.
He's old. That could have ended up being his final role.
Oh my god. The only
when you
movie
get to his age, you gotta start thinking about that. You gotta start thinking, what if I die before this comes out?
It's actually really funny how many stupid roles Mads Mikkelsen has too. Like he was in that Star Wars movie, but he was also in Doctor Strange, I think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess people actually like Marvel movies, so maybe it's not stupid.
No, it is. And they're wrong too.
Well, I mean, maybe it's not stupid to them, but to me, I'm just like, Mads, what are you doing in here?
Robin Williams' final role was as a talking dog. Oh my god.
Oh, that's fitting though.
Well, let's see what talking dog. Man, Patrick Stewart's really pushing it. He was. I forgot that he was Bosley in the Charlie's Angels new remake. He's really fucking pushing it.
Okay.
Seeing Patrick Stewart as a neo-Nazi in Green Room was really something.
Take out that helicopter.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see something similar, you can also see Ian McKellen as a neo-Nazi, or as a regular Nazi in Apt Pupil.
The entrance to the underground maintenance base is towards the back of the snowfield ahead.
Okay. Find a safe place to hide out for a while.
You could also see a movie that it's kind of weird to watch when you find out that it's directed by Bryan Singer, considering it's about an underage teen boy in an extremely homoerotic relationship with an actual Nazi.
Ew, what?
So, Apt Pupil is an adaptation of a Stephen King novel, and it's like got this like weird thing where this like kid who's basically just like a sociopath, like finds out like he identifies from his history class that one of his neighbors is like a Nazi who fled Germany and has been in hiding so that he wouldn't have to go on trial for war crimes. So he blackmails him into like telling him what being a Nazi was like, including at one point like making him put on his Nazi clothes and like sing Heil and do stuff around, which then reawakens the Nazi inside of Ian McKellen's character. So he like starts like killing homeless people and stuff in his area. It's a real fucking stupid movie.
What?
But it's also like very, very like blatantly like homoerotic, like with the teen boy as like a sadistic top, basically, to like Ian McKellen's character.
That's so weird.
Whoa.
But it's like really weird because it's made by Bryan Singer, who's like a pedophile.
Yeah. That sounds scary.
So Robin Williams' last role was in Absolutely Anything, where he voiced Dennis the dog.
Aw.
Which is a dog that plays opposite Simon Pegg.
Jeez.
His second to last role was as Theodore Roosevelt and Night at the Museum 2.
Now I'm really curious which famous celebrity had the worst final role. Jay, you gotta look this up for us.
Alright.
Google like dead celebrities' worst final role.
Worst final roles. Also, Grant, the fucked up shit, the underage extras. Yeah, that's like part of it. Is that like Bryan Singer had like a scene where it's like the kid is like fantasizing about like the gym showers being like Auschwitz showers, but for that scene they got a bunch of like local high school boys like naked for like no reason, and there was like a lawsuit against against Bryan Singer because of it. Bryan Singer fucking sucks. I hope that guy gets up.
You can say it, or
yeah,
James, get ready. Go ahead, say it.
I hope he gets fucking killed. Oh, I thought you were gonna beep it out.
I did, but I guess you can't hear the beeps.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you're safe.
Okay.
What was Sean Connery's last
anything.
role? What was Sean Connery's most recent role?
Is he dead?
No, but someone said Fastest Cardboard said that his last role sucked.
He's retired, so he's probably not got anything else going on.
For some reason, I thought Robin Williams' last role was RV, that one movie.
That's from so long ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't Jamie Lee Curtis's last role still Christmas with the Cranks? Oh man.
No, she was in Halloween.
So far, Sean Connery's last role is Sir Billy.
What's Sir Billy?
Hold on. I'm just gonna post it in the Discord chat, and then I'll post it in your guys' chat as well. But that's what it looks like.
I forgot to tell you before.
What?
Make the jamming animation on top right. Stream soon screen.
So?
Wait, that would be really funny.
Oh my god, I've seen this movie. What is it? Or I've seen the cover. What is it?
It's garbage. I've watched it.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Wait, post
Sir
that in
Billy.
is that in? You post in the chat?
Yeah, they
okay,
did.
okay.
Dude, that looks like Dominic the Donkey shit.
It
Or
does.
not Dominic, not the, what's that Ollie the Donkey? What am I thinking of?
What, that like Christian movie?
Yeah, the Christian Donkey YouTube series.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I forget what it's called.
How much do you weigh?
Someone find me that.
If Zach was here.
Oh, The Adventures of Donkey Ollie.
It would take at least 5 people.
It's a repulsive film. I watched it. It's like, it's one of those movies that I've like watched and it just made me physically like ill because of just the animation. There's also this character who's like a goat who for some reason is wearing the jumpsuit from Kill Bill.
Oh crap! I don't have any stun grenades.
And is voiced by Alan Cumming.
Excuse me.
So for those who couldn't
got
tell,
pulled into
there
looking-
were stealth people in the elevator with me. Yeah, really, the stealth camo doesn't do a ton. Maybe from like far away, or if you have like shitty eyesight.
I'm trying to think of more.
What bad rolls?
Yeah. What does Mads Mikkelsen have a bad role? I don't think I've seen him in anything where he was bad, even in the bad movies he's in.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what movie?
Well-
or what?
So Philip Seymour Hoffman's last roles were
Hunger
as
Games?
yeah, were
and the
Hunger
Master.
Games movies.
The Master was.
No, he did The Master way before.
But oh no, sorry. The Master is the reason he relapsed on drugs, though.
Yeah,
Did you know
that's
that?
yeah, that's shit. It was like the rap party for the Master, like someone convinced him that it was fine to just have a drink.
That
And
sucks. I
he
didn't know
somehow
that.
relapsed back into heroin just from that one mistake.
Oh my god!
It's
oh my
so
god!
shitty. If you have a friend who's an addict, don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, his last role was in the Hunger Games. I guess that's not great.
The Hungry. Are those movies good? I forgot.
If you forgot, I'm gonna say no, they're probably not good.
Oh fuck!
We've
I don't
seen them
have
all,
any
so-
rations. I'm about to go up against Sniper Wolf. Oh no.
Oh, there you go.
I have one.
Is there a good YA novel movie? I feel like Jay would know.
Dude, Ender's Game.
That movie where they're on a train.
No.
Ender's Game. I love Ender's Game because of how fucking drunk Harrison Ford is the entire time.
He's just like red in the face, does not want to be there, like slurring half his lines. It's so funny.
It's just like you're our last help, Ender. You're your only hope.
No, there were only 5. So.
And your life is a game, and you've gotta go play it.
Wait, Snowpiercer is based on a YA novel? No, is it?
Is it?
Oh, I think it is actually. Yeah.
Sniper Wolf.
Whoa.
Yes, it's her. It's definitely.
I know it's adapted from something.
Oh, it's based on a graphic novel. I never knew that.
No, I'm not.
I didn't know that either.
What is it?
What else?
Please don't.
I'm trying to think
kill
of
her.
good young
Are
adult.
you insane? Please.
She's
a good person.
The
You
third
know that
Harry
if you talk
Potter
to her.
movie.
Listen.
They're made by
Yeah.
the Children of Men guy.
Yeah.
can see you perfectly for me.
Oh my god. Sniper Wolf intercepted our communication.
I never quit the hunt. Now you're
Yeah, I would love to be kidnapped by her.
No, you can't.
Don't get between a wolf and its prey.
You're pretty good if you can hit me in this storm.
You see, women naturally make better soldiers.
Wolf,
Fire
don't do
teachers.
this.
Snake.
Are the Twilight movies good? When I say good, I don't mean like good, but like, are they?
For a
The
sniper
first
to be our
one is
location.
fun because it
Is
leans
that
it.
right?
The first one is fun because the people
Well, I'm going
making
to
it
send
realize
you
that
a
the
love
series is
letter, my
really
dear.
dumb, so they made it very
Do
campy.
you know what that is?
Yeah, I was watching the first one recently. I mean, I know I've seen a bunch of them. It was just so long ago, I don't remember.
No.
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Do not Fastest Cardboard. Do
gonna
not
pay you
watch any
back
Harry
for
Potter
Meryl.
films except for the third
You
one
men are
because
so
visually
weak.
it's pretty good.
Oh no, if you want to watch Harry Potter, there's this
Watch the director's cut with guns.
there's one called there's a dub over called Wizard People Dear Readers. which is a somebody like basically dubbed the entire first Harry Potter movie as if it was like an audiobook. That's really good.
Doesn't he like? Isn't he also just like making it up on the spot, basically?
I'm not sure. I think maybe he makes up parts of it. Also, I'm gonna do something kind of cheap.
Okay.
I'm looking at lists of young adult novel movie adaptations.
And?
I can't. It really is just like Maze Runner. Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah, it's Brad Neely who did that.
Jay, you might have cut out what you said.
I forgot that was Brad Neely. I said, what the fuck is Percy Jackson? I've never even heard of that movie.
Oh yeah, it's just like one of those like Artemis Fowl ass, like, I don't know.
I'm really bad at this.
Seabag Simmons, who is my boyfriend in the chat, told me about Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah. Also, hi.
Hi.
Also, I didn't know you used to do Wizard People Dear Reader live, and that's so funny. The idea of just constantly going and watching a movie that you've seen dozens of times at this point and still just making it up as you go along.
Does anyone have tips?
Where are our backseat gamers at?
I wish Robbie was here. Robbie told me how to get through this one.
Yeah, Nikita's for sure. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's what I did. Because those are the ones you can like drive, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you just drive them around to her.
Oh god, do you guys...
Be careful on the slight incline going up, because I always got fucked over by that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Do you all remember, Paper Towns and other John Green novels?
I remember them being a thing.
God. An old friend, like, really liked John Green, and so I read on, like, their recommendation Paper Towns and Looking for Alaska, and I think I tried to read An Abundance of Catherines, and I was like, this isn't worth it. I've done my due diligence as a good friend, and I'm done now.
An abundance of Catherines. Nowadays, we have an abundance of Karens. Am I right?
Oh man, I didn't put anything on the soundboard for something like that.
You need a laugh track.
Yeah. Wait, where's
But yeah, no, they're not good. They're bad.
Folks, they're not good.
And yeah, there's like they have movies about them now, I guess. And now that I know that, I'm probably gonna end up watching them because I hate myself. Maze Runner: The Scorched Trials? How many Maze Runners were there? I remember when the Maze Runner movie came out, I rented the book from the library because I like really liked the idea of just people being stuck in a maze. And that was all I knew about it. It's not good either. I think I was just hoping for like a YA version of The Cube, you know? I was like, oh, kids stuck in a death maze? That sounds cool. It wasn't.
Farmer, add the YouTube link I just posted in your chat to your soundboard for when people make a joke.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It like went full screen.
Oh, oops, sorry.
The Cube sequels are good. I really like Cube 2.
Holes was pretty good. I guess Holes would be the best YA fiction movie. I haven't seen it since I was a young adult fiction.
I actually rewatched Holes towards the beginning of the year, like when quarantine started, because we got a Disney Plus free trial. So I did rewatch it recently. Yeah, I guess it's like a fine...
What,
like,
Holes?
Yeah.
I thought it was boring. I thought the book was much better.
I know it's got Sigourney Weaver in it. Is that also one of her last?
Yeah, you're right. It does.
Sigourney Weaver's not dead.
Yeah, but she's also getting there.
No, she's not. Oh my God, Sigourney Weaver's 70. Holy shit.
Told you, she's just getting old. She just looks good for her age.
Yeah. Well over the hill.
Sigourney Weaver has an uncle named Doodles Weaver. It's her only relative listed on Wikipedia. His name is Winstead Sheffield Glendenning Dixon Doodles Weaver. I'm not making this up.
Very big fan of going to her Wikipedia filmography and seeing in post-production and filming Ghostbusters Afterlife, Avatar 2, and Avatar 3. Doodles Weaver, there he is.
No. I wasted all my Nikitas.
I can't tell which part of this name is more ridiculous. It might be Glendenning, actually.
Yeah, Glendenning as one word.
Glendenning Dixon Doodles Weaver.
I love that the only photo of him that they have on the Wikipedia page looks like it was like peeled from the back of a milk carton.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Have you seen Winstead Sheffield Glendenning Dixon Doodles Weaver?
In 1966, Weaver recorded a novelty version of Eleanor Rigby, singing, mixing up the words, insulting, and interrupting while playing the piano.
Oh my God, you guys. On January 17th, 1983, Winstead Sheffield Glendenning Dixon Doodles Weaver died of 2 self-inflicted gunshot wounds to the chest.
What?
That was a hint.
That was, yeah.
He knew something.
2? What did Don Dixon, Glendenning Sheffield,
ding dang doodle
what did he know?
He had to have known something.
Dude,
His last tweet was just like, I have information about Hillary Clinton.
Justice for Glendenning Dixon Doodle, whatever.
Wait, where's
I have information that will lead to the rest of George H.W. Bush.
Weaver's memoirs, Golden Spike, remain unpublished. Dude, publish the manuscript.
Sorry, I'm redoing this fight because
I'm really
I
sorry
wasted
that
all my Nikita rockets.
I'm very sorry for yelling about weird Sigourney Weaver relative lore while you're playing Metal Gear Solid.
That's okay.
He is Q.
He's Q.
Yeah, you know, it turns out they thought that it was JFK Jr. whose death was faked, but it was actually Winstead Sheffield Glendenning Dixon Doodles Weaver's death who was faked and is going to reemerge as Trump's running mate.
Man, how do you name your kid? How does the name of your kid include the word doodle in it?
Well, Doodles is in quotes, which leads me to believe that it's just a nickname.
That was his nickname in jail.
So Glenn, but they still put the word Glendenning in his name, so.
Sigourney Weaver might make a good Meryl.
I could believe that.
Anyway, sorry for that tangent. What were we talking about before?
I love just shooting a rocket
young
at
adult
Sniper
fiction
Wolf's
novels.
legs.
Remember The Giver?
Oh
was there
man.
a movie?
There was a movie.
I feel like every kid had to read that book too.
Yeah. I never watched the movie.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I've never beat Sniper Wolf this way, but
That's a good topic. What's the worst book you had to read for school? Fastest Cardboard says Lord of the Flies.
Flies. I think I was like, because I was like an edgy kid, like
Whoa,
I thought Lord of the
Anthem,
Flies was
Jesus.
cool.
You had to read Anthem?
Apparently, yeah, apparently,
I
do read Anthem.
I fucking hated Catcher in the Rye. Did you all see that post recently where somebody like took a quote from Holden Caulfield in Catcher in the Rye and was like, read this in Donald Trump's voice, and it like
That
works.
was so. It worked like surprisingly like too well.
It's funny because Holden Caulfield is like absolutely written as like a narcissist, right? Am I just not remembering it right? Like, is he supposed to be like an annoying narcissist?
I'm not
He's
sure.
supposed to be like a depressed narcissist, but he's also supposed to be like a teen narcissist, and teens just kind of like are narcissistic.
Yeah, I also really liked Lord of the Flies when I read it in like 8th or 9th grade, but then as an adult, I'm just like, I don't know.
I like the real story of Lord of the Flies about those like kids who actually got trapped on an island for 6 months and they like created like a small commune and like worked together and were completely peaceful.
Yeah, I really like that story. Did you see that, Jay?
Oh yeah, no, I saw about that where it's like, oh yeah, actual Lord of the Flies. It turns out, without the pressure of society, the human nature is actually to collaborate and be nice and share ice cream.
I remember in 6th grade, I had to read The Hobbit for like a book report, but I didn't read it, and like my presentation to the class about The Hobbit was like due a week earlier than I thought. So like on Monday, the teacher was like, all right, everyone has to present their books. And so like I was like the third person, so I just quickly like looked at the back of the book and saw a picture of like a dragon and stuff and like trolls and stuff, and I basically just like went up and just made up the story of like what I thought The Hobbit was about. And like I was like 80% correct and got like a B+.
Rip Sniper Wolf.
Damn.
Damn, that's crazy.
You cannot save me. Please. Just finish.
I still can't believe people make kids read Ayn Rand in high school.
I am a curse.
Really? Is that true? I never had to read like any of Ayn Rand's books.
I never had to, but I do remember that we had a summer reading program where you would get like extra credit in the following school year if you read like a really long book over the summer, and one of the books that they recommended we read was The Fountainhead. I ended up choosing something else, I forget what it was.
I think I had a similar thing, and like I probably chose the most opposite book to that, which was a book called Looking Backwards, which I stole from the library, and is actually just like this really good like early like utopian like communist book.
Which
And
one?
It's called Looking.
Oh yeah, Looking Backward.
And find a few more of my
That's really cool.
friends dead beside me.
I still have that book. It's one of my formidable books.
Stare at the morning sun
Yeah, The Fountainhead is huge.
and pray.
I think that was the point, was like it was a summer reading thing.
The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then,
Oh, is she talking about the Kurds?
my hero,
She be talking.
he took me away from all that.
Saladin. You mean Big Boss?
I became a sniper,
One might say Sniper Wolf.
seeing everything through a rifle's scope. Now
Wait,
I
she
can
knows
see
Big Boss?
not from inside, but from the outside, as an observer. I watched
I never once actually did summer reading.
the stupidity
That's probably for the best.
of mankind through the scope.
You should be outside playing Super Soakers with your friends. Not
I
inside
always do
reading a
some
dang book.
I remember one summer in high school, like laying in the backyard and reading like 3 Dennis Lehane novels. I read like fucking Shutter Island. What was that? What's that one? Mystic River. Why did I do that?
I was gonna say, it's like, wow, we were the same kids, so I can't even make fun of you, but of course you were that kid.
Yeah.
Wow, I was at the rec center with my friends, like trying to do a kickflip on my skateboard, drinking root beer.
Hey, listen, we were
coming home and playing Luigi's Mansion. Ordering pizza.
I did that stuff too. Multiple dimensions. I did summer reading once. It was
It's true.
crap, what book was
They're
it?
all for sale at some price or another.
Oh, it was Things Fall Apart.
Untamed.
I read that because we were gonna read Hamlet in the following school year, and they wanted us to read it as like a parallel.
Are you Saladin?
Wolf, you spared Meryl's life.
She was never my
I kind of want to see this game
kill for sport.
if you let Meryl die, because I don't know how like a lot of these cutscenes would have gone. I had to read the script to the Clockwork Orange film.
What?
Why would you read the? Why did they make you read the? Was that for like an English class?
I was waiting for.
Interesting. They would make you read the script or the movie instead of just the book. Maybe because it's shorter. I think I had to read one summer A Prayer for Owen Meany before an AP English class, and I just didn't read it, and I was like so scared. And luckily though, nobody else read it, and the teacher was like, okay, whatever, we just won't talk about that book.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Nobody else read the book.
What is it?
My gun. Give it to me.
My gun, give it to me before it clips through the floor.
Are you serious? You read Ben Carson's book? Where did you go to school?
What the fuck?
Ben Carson's house. Ben Carson's homeschool.
That rules. That's so funny.
Can we get an F in the chat for Sniper Wolf, by the way?
Yeah, an F for Sniper Wolf and an F for Grant. For reading
I'm gonna read Ben Carson. I think one of my favorite books I read in high school, like that was required reading, was Frankenstein. I just was surprised that our teacher assigned it to us. Like a horror novel, essentially.
I read Frankenstein of my own volition in high school.
You what?
I think I read it just like because I wanted to in high school.
Yeah.
Why?
In high school, I read shit like... I read like novelizations of like Warhammer 40k, like Space Marine chapters.
You'll have to protect yourself now.
I read, I really liked the Resident Evil novelizations in high school. That was my dorkiest thing I read, probably.
Yeah.
Were they novelizations of the movies or of the books?
Of the games, actually.
Or, sorry, not the movies. The books. Movies or the games is what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, they're of the games. They're not good, but they're fun if you like Resident Evil.
Oh my god, how was the StarCraft book?
Hell yeah, Seabag Simmons.
Warhammer does have, like, Warhammer 40k has really interesting lore, but the book I read was about like the Dark Angels, and the whole book is just about like a guy torturing another person and trying to get him to repent before the Emperor. It was weird. I guess like as a little kid reading it,
I'll be searching too.
I don't think it was the greatest reading thing for me.
The cringiest thing I ever did in an English class in high school was we had an assignment where we had to like pick a book to read and then read it and then like just do a bunch of random assignments about it, and the book I picked was Maldoror because I was a little edgelord and I had just discovered like Desaad and shit, and so I read Maldor is just like this like French. I don't even know how you would describe it. It's like poetic prose, in the same vein as like Desaad, written by this like insane French dude. And it's just about like this crazy guy that it's like just the most violent, offensive, horrible thing ever. And I got like really fixated on it at one point in high school. And I just remember like explaining, oh shit, how are you gonna do this?
Very carefully.
I just remember like explaining to my conservative religious English teacher a scene where Maldoror turns into an octopus and strangles God. What's wrong with your internet?
Oh, my internet went out. Hold on, I gotta reboot my computer.
You stole all my soundboard sounds. Anyway, so yeah, that was the cringiest thing I ever did.
I hit the internet one on accident when I was trying to close Metal Gear Solid. I'm extracting the second disc.
You mean you're taking it out of the box?
Yeah, yeah, here's the... I just opened the CD case and I just put it in to my PlayStation. Alright, I just turned it back on. My illegal copy of Metal Gear Solid. Wait, Jay, are you still in the chat?
Their internet might have went out.
Hold on. Oh. Watching Doom speedruns in class. I didn't get into speedruns until I got to college for some reason. Like, I just never knew that it was a thing or that they existed. I was, like, pretty bad at the internet growing up. Like, I think I would just go to, like, Newgrounds and then eventually, like, 4chan. Wait, is this the second disc? Wait, hold on. I think I just loaded in the wrong disc.
That's cool, fastest cardboard.
Yeah, I guess Jay's internet must have gone out. Disc 2. Dang, I don't know if I did any like research projects in high school.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about college too, because I was like, what did we do as seniors in high school?
Wait, what the fuck? Why is this This should load the other disc. Oh.
How do you know it's not?
Well, because it has like disc 1.
Well, yeah, but those are saves from disc 1, aren't they?
Oh, maybe. Okay. Here we go. What? Did it not save the game?
Did you save to the memory card?
Was I supposed to?
I mean, did you use a save state or did you save to the memory card before you switch discs?
Doesn't save the game when you... Uh-oh, did I do something bad? Did I not save the game? Was I supposed to save the game before swapping discs? Oops. Okay. All right.
Yeah, do you have a save state?
No.
Oh no, did it crash?
No, it didn't crash. Oh, hey, welcome back. I closed out the game without saving. And I think you were supposed to do that before swapping discs, and I just haven't saved in, like, forever.
Uh-oh.
I have an idea. I'm just gonna see if I can get like a disc to save.
Get ice cream.
Oh, here's a save state. Okay, don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. I'm hacking my my PlayStation 1 right now. Okay, I have to restart my computer, my PlayStation. Yeah, I'm just using a Game Shark.
Copy of the disc got scratched, so you created an ISO rip from your own legal copy.
Oh, what the hell? This doesn't. There's no save slot.
You might have to exit PSX. You're sorry, you might have to unplug your PS1 in out of.
Okay, so yeah, I unplugged and I plugged it back in, but there's still no save state. Hold on, let me try this. Okay. Dang, there's no save state. Oh no, I'm trying to look for a save state at disk 2. I'm on GameFAQs.com. Dang. No one has a save. I wonder here, let's see.
Just read this tutorial on changing discs.
Oh, I was supposed to. Crap, I was supposed to like change discs within PSXE instead of closing it out. No.
I'll try to do that now.
Well, the problem is that like
Also, you should restore your save states that you deleted.
Oh, those are gone. I think because I overwrote them with that other person's save state.
Yeah, but I think you can just do undo delete. I mean, they should be in like your recycling bin.
I might have permanently deleted them.
Why is what?
What?
Why do you?
It's
Is it
the perfect comedy of errors?
is it your impulse to do the permanently delete?
Yeah, I
function?
permanently delete everything.
Don't do that.
Listen, I'm a scholar of Marie Kondo. I don't hold on to things. And if it brings me no joy, I throw it away.
Would you rather permanently delete a Lamia girl or a Mantis girl?
Someone has to have uploaded a save state.
I mean, they did. You had it.
Grant, I had a.
You just had to figure out how to load it. I mean, you literally have the save states.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Like, have you tried dragging and dropping it into your PlayStation?
I could try to do that, yeah. I could play a movie while we wait. You guys seen Equilibrium?
Put that on my stream.
Did you actually play that on your stream or no?
Would your channel
I
get
didn't.
flagged?
I joked about it. I mean, I've seen people do the trick of streaming a movie in the corner of their screen while playing something.
Dragging and dropping didn't work?
Nope.
No, not dragging and dropping all of it, just the save state.
No, because there's 3 files that it reads from. It's just weird that it's... Nope. Yeah, no save state.
Wait, so how does your PS1 work? Does it not do save states?
It does, but I don't have a save state. Like, I didn't save state for a long time. Folks, I think we lost it.
Well, when did you last save?
Well, okay. Here, let's see when I last saved, like actually saved. Oh, do they have to have the same ISO name? It's just SLES_113.70.000. Here, let's see how far back I was in Metal Gear Solid 1. It has to be Solid Snake Rules.ps1, whatever the extension is.
You're saying it has to be the same name as whatever the ISO file for the PlayStation is.
Oh, okay, let me try that then.
So if the ISO is just mgs.iso,
I don't think that's gonna be the case because all the save states that you deleted had this exact same formatting.
Oh, weird. What's emulator are you using?
EPSXE.
Yeah, James, like, the save states that you deleted permanently had the same file format and, like, wording system, naming system as the new save states, so I don't think this...
Oh, you know what I could do? Here, I have an idea. I'll make a save state right now, and that should give me, the format.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island.
Okay, I just saved. Let's see.
It does look like you can just go straight to run load save state, and that will also just load up the game.
They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss.
Wait, say that?
I think James has a... Hold on, James is doing something that might actually work.
Yeah, I'm a hacker.
You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages.
And what'd you just do?
Secondly,
I don't think you did that wrong.
whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike. And stop them if they do.
The fact...
What's the assertion? We'll approach the disposal facility by
Thanks for the follow, maggot eating. Thank you for your patience while I try to salvage this game.
You guys, James has like the same zip file open in like 6 different windows. I'm so stressed out watching this.
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So what's up, chat?
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity.
Would you rather...
Psycho Mattis, with his
I don't know.
psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf.
Chloe, you read any good books?
Deadly sharpshooter.
Read any good books?
Decoy Octopus.
I've been reading a lot of non-fiction this year. which I guess is kind of boring.
No.
I love nonfiction. What'd you read?
Let me. What did I read? I read what's that guy's name, James? Nathan Robinson.
Specialist in interrogation.
What? Nathan Robinson? Oh, yeah, Nathan Robinson.
Yeah, I read Nathan Robinson's Why You Should Be a Socialist recently.
When you said that, I thought of another Robinson.
Porter Robinson?
Yeah. yeah, that's.
I read Nick Robinson's Why You Should Be a Socialist recently.
Nick Robinson's Why You Should Be a Socialist, comma, and DMP.
That was really good. I mean, like, the argument the book proposes is really not one that I need any convincing on, but it was like, I really enjoyed the book. I don't know. He's just a real. I actually listened to an audiobook and his narration was
I
really
did
good.
it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yippee!
Oh. Poggers for me in the chat. That was so stressful. But I did it. Oh, someone said, hold on. Said this. I'll allow it.
Oh yeah, that is a good book.
I was just looking at that and I was just like, wait, what? Because I just got like a mod like notification.
I'm reading Poggers and their friends. Jams, you gotta restream your screen to me.
At the what?
On Discord. I was saying I can't see the game on Discord.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Sorry, okay. I'll just let this guy kill me and then share the game with you. Alright, are you getting it?
Yeah, there he is.
What else have we been reading?
Wait, why can I only exit?
Probably because you don't have a save.
Oh.
Can you press the save state button? Did you just save a save state?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're back. Jay, can you see it?
No, the stream has ended again.
Oh no.
Every time the program closes at all, it redoes that.
Okay, how about now?
Yes, thank you. I see that you're in a hallway.
Everybody, thank you so much for your patience. This is a really hard game, and that was one of Psycho Mantis's tricks. That's common when you have the emulated version.
It was a test.
I see you're using an emulator.
Yeah, he controlled my mind to shift delete.
To delete to permanently delete all your save files.
Yeah. Wait, did the game freeze? I'm trying to save in the game, like, I'm trying to call Mei Ling and it's frozen. Oh. Wait, what is it doing? Okay, let me try again. The game like froze when I tried to call Mei Ling. Okay, I guess I can't save the game this way. If I try to call Mei Ling, the game freezes. Okay. This is a speed run now, no safety saves. Jay, can you still see the game?
Yeah, no, I can still see it.
Okay.
Have you been reading any good books lately, Jay?
Yeah, so I was waiting for you to ask. So that I didn't briefly just go. Anyway, what I've been reading. I just finished reading a nonfiction book called. Let me get the subtitle for it because it's called 24/7, but like that's not a great title to find a book by. 24/7 Late Capitalism and the Ends of Sleep.
The Ends of Sleep?
Yeah. And it's basically, which honestly feels like even more pertinent now with the rise of like work from home culture. But it's basically the way in which like he kind of makes this argument that sleep is sort of like the last place that is like truly time in which you are not being expected to like better yourself or contribute to capitalism or like build like basically like he doesn't use the phrase build your brand because I think it was written a little bit before that, but it's like that same sort of concept.
Oh, that's interesting.
And like the ways in which all these things that normally are done in leisure time are now being done is like this is time that you should be spending bettering yourself.
Yeah.
It ties it into like a bunch of other different concepts, like mass culture being like extremely disposable. So the idea of like enjoying things for enjoyment purposes and not in order to consume them, to like be a better consumer.
Yeah.
Yeah, not constantly looking at your hobbies and trying to figure out how to monetize them.
Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of written a little bit before like that modern stuff, but it basically predicts like all of that stuff.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a short read. I think it was through Verso.
That sounds like a Verso book. I read a book recently that was pretty good called World Without Work: Technology, Automation, and How
I
It
read
Should
that. I read
Respond.
that book after you read it.
Yeah. It's cool. It's about automation, and they talk a lot about like how society has responded historically to like just essentially like technologies and automation.
What's going
just
on?
happened?
Why is nothing? Maybe I clicked out of the game. Maybe this second disc is corrupted.
It's scratched. The emulator is scratched.
Well, I have. Hold on, let me try that.
Stuck in a time loop.
It isn't. You're just stuck in a loop now. It is in fact from Verso, and also in case anyone's interested, Verso is currently having a 40% off sale, and today's the last day, so you can get it for $7.
Verso always has huge sales on their ebooks, especially. I feel like there was a day where I bought like 30 books from them for like $5.
I literally have a stack of fucking Verso books on my table right now. I got Psychopolitics, Mistaken Identity by Assad Hader, which was really good. I actually really liked that book. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have like 5 other books from them on my table because they keep having really good sales. So I just use it to like grab all these titles that I've been looking at so I can just read them.
Ooh, maybe I'll try that.
Oh, I reread a book recently that I had read a while ago. I'm not really sure why I chose to reread it. There was a specific reason actually. It was like I don't remember, but I reread King Leopold's Ghost recently, which is really good. And really upsetting. It's about like Belgium's like just complete mass destruction of the Congo. Which is like probably one of the worst genocides in history, and yet is rarely talked about.
Yeah, I definitely want to read that book.
It's really good, and it's a really like easy story to follow because there are so many people involved that are just like cartoon characters. Like King Leopold himself is just a fucking joke. Like he was like the most pathetic man, and there are so many other pathetic men involved. And the author does a really good job like balancing like creative nonfiction, you know, like kind of going like I guess like taking you through events, but with like also just a lot of like
narrative.
Yeah, and but also just like a lot of research and stuff. It's really good. It's not a fun read, but it's good.
No, that sounds exactly up my alley. I just
where the fuck am I?
It's my list. The American Prospect guy. Let me look at it again. Had a new book that came out that I want to pick up at some point. Monopolized by David Dayen, because he's the one who wrote Claim of Tide. Fuck, what's his name? He's the one who wrote Chain of Title, which is like, if you ever want to know a lot about the subprime mortgage crisis and how the foreclosure, and like have it explained to you in a way where you can understand it if you don't know anything about real estate and real estate law, great book to do that because it's literally about the like handful of just random homeowners who like uncovered how like all of the like subprime mortgages that were being sold out and used to foreclose on homes were like illegitimate.
Yeah,
was that based on or is that what the Big Short movie was based on?
Yes, but Big Short apparently is like basically propaganda in that it like makes some of the villain like some of the people who were behind it look like they were like just like good guys.
Jay, can you put those book titles in the chat? A couple people are asking.
Oh, Jay just did.
Oh, nice.
This isn't loading. Wait, Love Lane, I'm gonna try what you said to go back to disc 1 and then try disc 2.
And then Monopolized is his new one that I'm interested in, which is about...
Wait, what are you trying to do?
If I leave this room, the game just crashes. I can never leave this lava room.
What are you gonna do?
You're just stuck there.
I honestly think...
It's been 2 hours, so this could just be a next week problem.
You're probably gonna have to play up to where you did and then switch the disc the normal way.
Well, this also might be because of the other disc. It may be too scratched, or yeah, like the file is corrupted. See if you can get a memory card file. Oh,
that's a good idea. Love Lane with the troubleshooting.
Yeah, thank you so much, Love Lane. Poggers for Love Lane for always helping me when I'm in a bind. Yeah, I can only be in this lava room. So this might be I mean, especially since we got to the second disc, this might be a good time to end the stream and to figure out all the weirdness and go next week with everything working.
Same bat time, same bat channel, as they say.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks Jay for joining.
Yeah, no, I whenever I'm able, I would always be down, and at some point I want to get you guys on my stream.
I would love to watch you play Drakengard 3 and like not know anything. And just be like, damn, yeah, what a crazy timeline this singularity has jumped to.
And that guy fucks, that's wild.
I was like for a while trying to follow and I just couldn't. But yeah, I don't know, Jay, you should post your like Twitch channel in the chat.
Oh yeah, everyone go follow.
Yeah, everyone should follow Jay because they do like they're right now streaming Drakengard 3, and they're really funny. Like even though I don't know, even me, someone who is doesn't know anything about what's his name?
Yoko
Taro.
You started with like there. I was like, there's no part of his name.
I think I was okay. I dead ass think I was about to say Shigeru Miyamoto. So,
he just made all the video games.
Yeah, him and his buddy Kojima just made all the games.
Like switch off.
All right, but yeah, thanks everybody for joining. We'll be back on Sunday. I don't know when I'm gonna stream. Probably like a horror game. Hopefully it's not 1 billion fucking degrees on Sunday, so I won't be like too dead to play. But yeah, thanks. I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Jay, for joining.
Thank you for having.
Absolutely. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.